Hi everyone, good morning from beautiful Goa. So today I'm gonna teach an all-level gentle flow vinyasa class. So if you have blocks, have them ready nearby you. If you have a cushion or a blanket, have it close to your mat. If you don't have a yoga mat, doesn't matter. Just use a carpet or whatever solution is available for you today at home. And just come sit cross-legged position, allowing the hands to rest on your thighs. Just close your eyes here. Just pause for a moment, allowing yourself to land in this place, to become more aware of this present moment, allowing yourself to find the here and now, switching off the mind, forgetting about everything that happens in a world that happened yesterday and that is gonna happen today or tomorrow. Just allow yourself to enjoy this present moment. Come in more aware of what you're doing now. Then bringing the attention to your body, allowing the body to root down through the seat bones. And as the seat bones are grounding and the knees and thighs and hips are relaxing, feel how the spine starts to lengthen through the lumbar and the thoracic spine, growing tall up through the cervical spine, the neck, crown of the head. Start to soften your face and avoid any clenching, conscious or unconscious. Keep your mouth closed and slightly separate the teeth to avoid any clenching with the jaws. Relax your eyelids, the eye sockets, your forehead, the cheeks. Bring your chin parallel to the floor. Softening your shoulders, roll them back and down away from the ears. And then bringing the attention to your breath. Noticing the sensation of the air as it flows in and out through the nostrils. And as it flows in and out through the body. Deeply breathing in and out. Keeping each inhale and exhale breath equal in length. And then bring the hands together into a prayer. We're going to start a practice by chanting one Om, the sound of the universe. So you exhale completely. And then we inhale. And release the hands down. Now bring the left hand onto the heart, the right hand onto your belly. Inhale deeply through both nostrils. Hold the breath at the top of the inhalation. and open mouth. Exhale. 2 more times like this. Inhale. Hold your breath. Exhale, open mouth. Again, inhale deeply. Fill up the lungs. Hold the breath. And open mouth. Let it all out. Release. And release the hands down. Inhale. Reach both arms up and overhead. Palms face each other. Drop the shoulders down. And exhale. Bring the hands back down. 2 more times. Inhale. Reach both hands up. And exhale down. Inhale. Both arms up. Exhale down. Inhale. Both hands up. And as you exhale, drop your right hand down on to the side. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Turn the gaze to look up to the ceiling and really stretch through the left arm. Reaching the fingertips towards your right side. Spiraling the rib cage, opening the chest up to the sky or the ceiling. Pressing on your right hand, inhale, come all the way up, and then grab your right ear and slowly, slowly start to bring the head down towards your left shoulder. Give it a nice stretch to your neck. Just the neck is bending. And then start to walk your right fingertips away from the body. See how the stretch increases on the right hand side of your neck. And now bring your right hand back behind. Inhale, lift the head up. Bring the left hand on top of your right knee. Inhale, open the chest. And exhale, turn. Next time you inhale, lengthen through the spine. Each time you exhale, a gentle pulling of the navel in towards the spine. And twisting. Last inhale breath. And exhale, slowly come back to the center. Both hands down. Inhale, reach both arms up. And as you exhale, this time, left hand down by the side. Inhale, reach the right arm up and overhead. And start to stretch the right hand side of the body. So again, the gaze can be skyward, or you can keep on gazing in front of you. Keep this pliability with your left elbow, so keep bending it to allow the body to soften, to allow the energy to flow freely into the body. So if we overlock, we're going to create rigidity in the body. That's not, we want to make our body soft. So keep bending your joint, your arm joint. Good, and then inhale, pressing on your left hand, lift up, grab hold of the opposite ear and slowly, slowly start to bend your neck towards your right shoulder. Walk the fingertips away from you, increasing the stretch on the left hand side of your neck. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. And then bring the left fingertips back behind. Inhale, lift the head up. And then drop the right hand on top of your left knee. Inhale, press the chest forward as you lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist. Look back behind. And try to look with the closed eyes, using your inner gaze. using your imagination. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, twist just a touch deeper. One more breath in, and out. Slowly come back to center. Now slightly loosen the cross of your leg, bring the shin parallel to the mat, and then start to walk your hands forward. Inhale as you lengthen, stretching the chin forward, and exhale, relaxing the head down. Pause in here. Maybe flat your palms down on the floor. Keep the seat bones down into the mat, so make sure your bum is not lifting off the mat. And you can rest your forehead down on the floor and just hover the body to the floor. Slowly inhale, walk the hands back behind. And now change the cross of the legs. So if the right leg was in front, bring the left leg this time in front. Again, shin parallel to the floor. Inhale, reach both arms up, and exhale. Forward fold. Walking the hands forward, keeping the seat bones down onto the mat. Flex your palms, relax your forehead. Breathe deeply. Inhale, slowly walk your hands back towards the body. And come into an all four position. Hands and knees. Bring the hands right below the shoulders, bring the knees below the hips, relax the feet behind. And take a few sways side to side. And take a few rotation with your neck. One direction. And then the other direction. Gentle motion. And then finding a neutral position, take some cat-cow here. Inhale, drop the belly down. As you open your chest, the chin lifts up. And as you exhale, press the hands away from the floor. Round your spine, tuck the tailbone in, chin to the chest. Inhale, drop the belly down, rotate the tailbone up, chin lift. Exhale, rounding the spine, bring the chin to the chest. Inhale, tailbone looks up, open the chest, belly drops. Exhale, tuck the tailbone in, rounding the spine. And then inhale, come back into a neutral position. Tuck the toes under. Walk the hands one handprint forward. And then lift the knees up off the mat. Hovering here, shins parallel to the floor. Press through the hands away from the mat and start to really broaden in between your scapula, in between your shoulder blades, widening through the shoulder blades. And then from here, start to press back towards the heels and lift the hips up high, coming into a downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, you can paddle off your feet by bending one knee and then the other knee. And then come back, finding a stillness, finding a neutral position here. Press through the feet, press through the hands. On the inhale, come up on your toes, bend your knees, look in between the hands, and then rock forward into a high plank, bringing the shoulders right on top of the wrists. And exhale, rebend your knees, lift the tailbone up and high, send it back, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, bend your knees, come up on your toes, rock forward, high plank. Exhale, micro bend the knees, lift the tailbone high, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale again, bend your knees, up on your toes, rock forward, high plank. Back of the neck is long. And this time, drop the knees, drop the chest and chin into the floor. Inhale, slide forward. Lift just the upper chest, find a baby cobra here. Keep gazing down. And exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes under, press back, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, bring the feet together. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, start to rotate, open the hip, bend the knee. Take a circle to the right with your ankle and to the left. Inhale, and as you exhale, curl the knee into the chest. Move your body forward. Weight is on your hands. Inhale, three-legged dog. Stretch the leg back up. Stretch through the heel, toes pointing down towards the floor. And exhale, curl the knee into the chest. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, one more time. Lift the hips up high, dome your back. Inhale, press the right foot back and up. And exhale, knee into the chest, forehead to the knee. Now drop the foot in between the hands and lower your left knee down. Inhale, reach both arms up and overhead. Thumbs up. And then exhale, widen the elbows, practice your arms, and then send the hands all the way back. Interlace your fingers, roll the fingers back. Inhale, stretch back, look up, open the chest, and really send that hands towards your heel, towards your back foot. Good. Inhale. And on the next exhale, drop your hands to frame the foot, the front foot. Half split from here. Send your hip back. Start to straighten up your right leg. Bend and fold it over your right leg. Inhale. Come back into a lower lunge. Exhale. Extend. Inhale, back, low lunge. Exhale, extend. Now this time we'll stay, so you can lift the toes up off the mat. Bringing the hands a little bit closer to your body. Inhale, look forward, open the chest, and exhale, forward fold. Stay here for 3 breaths. So the tendency here is that the body tends to lean towards your left side. So just try to keep this balance and not to lean to the left. Hugging the inner thighs together and really reaching the toes up to increase the stretch of your arm strength. And then bend your knee. Plant the palms down. Step the left foot back, right foot back, sorry. Coming into a high plank. And then from here, hinge forward a little. Drop the knees, chest and chin down. Inhale, again, baby cobra. Retract your shoulders back. Hug the elbows to the side of the body. And exhale, lower down, tuck the toes under, press back, downward facing dog. Bring the feet together. Inhale, lift the left leg high. And exhale, start to bend your knees, rotate, open the hips, stuck in the left hip on top of the right. Press them through the hands. Rotate your left ankle to the right and to the left. Inhale. And as you exhale, curl the knee into the chest, forehead to the knee. Inhale, back and up, three-legged dog. Exhale. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, curl the knee into the chest. One more. Inhale. And exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Lower the right knee down. Inhale, reach both arms up. And exhale, widen the elbows. Practice your arms, open the chest, and then drop the fingertips back behind. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, open the chest. Hold that fist back towards your right hip. Inhale. And as you exhale, drop the hands back down on the floor. Half split. Inhale. Send the hip back, extend and straighten the left leg. Fold forward. Inhale, bend into your left leg. Exhale. Inhale, rebend. Exhale. Inhale, rebend. And exhale, the sun will stay. So you can lift the toes up. And then you can walk your hands a little closer to you. If you have very tight arm strength, so always welcome to use blocks if you have blocks at home. Inhale, open the chest, look forward. And exhale, forward fold. Hugging the inner thighs together. Imagine like you're squeezing a block in between your thighs. Try to keep the body parallel to the central line of the mat. And then inhale, rebend it into your front leg, left leg. Plant your hands down, tuck the toes under, step back, coming into a high plank. From here, drop the knees, chest and chin down. Inhale, slide forward. Come a little higher up in spine. Keep gazing down. Retract the shoulders back and hug the elbows to the side of the body. So keep your arms bent and closer to your ribs. And then release. Lower down on the exhalation. Tuck the toes under. Press back. Downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, inhale, look forward, bend your knees, and then step your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway up, stretch the chest forward, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly bend your knees, circling the arms down, around, and up, come all the way up. Palms touch, drop the head back, look at the front. And exhale. Hands at the heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step the right foot back. Lower the right knee down. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, both hands on the mat. Tuck the toes under, press back, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, inhale, rock forward, high plank. And then exhale, drop the knees, chest, chin down. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, lower down, tuck the toes under, guide the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Lower the left knee down. Again, inhale, reach both arms up. And exhale, both hands on the floor. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, step the left foot to the front to meet the right. Forehead all the way down. Take a breath here. Inhale, circle the arms down, around, and up. Palms touch, look at the thumb. And exhale, draw the hands to the heart center. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fourfold. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward, step the left foot back. Lower the left knee down. Anjaneyasana. Inhale, reach both arms up and overhead. Look at the thumb. Exhale. Hands on the floor. Tuck the toes under. Press back. Downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, bend your knees. Come up on your toes. Rock forward. High plank. And then exhale. Drop the knees. Chest, chin down. Inhale. Retract your shoulders back. Cobra. Exhale. Lower down. Tuck the toes under. Guide the hips back and up. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Lift the left leg high. And exhale. Step the foot to the front. Lower the right knee down. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale. Lower down. Step the right foot to the front. Pause in here, take a breath. Inhale. Come all the way up, rising. Palms touch, drop the head back, look at the thumbs. And exhale, draw the hands to the heart center. Inhale, reach both hands up. Exhale, fourfold. Inhale, head out, chest up, lengthen. And exhale, plant your palms, step both feet back, coming into a high plank. And then press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Come into high lunge on the inhale. And exhale, cactus the arms, bring the hands back behind. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, open the chest. Send that fist towards your left heel. Left heel lifted up, right on top of the toes. Inhale, maybe gaze up. Good. Inhale, reach both hands up again. And exhale, both hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, inhale, rock forward into a high plank. And this time, either you drop the knees down or you take a push-up, chaturanga. Lowering halfway. Inhale. Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg high. And exhale, step the foot in between the hands for high crescent lunge. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest, and then drop the fingertips back behind. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, roll the shoulders back as you press the hands away from you towards your right hip. Maybe gazing up. Inhale, come back up. And exhale. Hands on the floor. Step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees. Come up on your toes. Exhale, rock forward. High plank. Option here to drop the knees down or lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step both feet to the front. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Press the chest forward. And exhale, forward. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, draw the hands of the heart center. Okay, so we continue from here with Utkatasana, chair pose. Standing at the still frontal of your mat. Inhale, bend your knees, touch your mat, start to drop the seat bones down, and start to sit into your imaginary chair. So you can keep your arms forward, or you can bring them up to the sky. So depending on the mobility of your shoulder. Hold it here for another breath. Maybe start to sink a little bit more down into your chair. And then on the exhale, lower all the way down, forward. Inhale, head up, chest up, lengthen. Exhale, clench your hands, step back, coming into a plank. From here, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Keeping the knees lifted off the mat. And exhale, downward facing dog. Bring the feet together. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, hug the knee into the chest. Bring the forehead to the knee. Inhale, three-legged dog. Press the right foot back and up. And exhale, knee to the left elbow. Twist the body. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the knee to the right elbow. Touch, look forward. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, step the foot in between the hands. From here, windmill your arms to the side, warrior two position. Inhale. Coming into a warrior two, arms parallel to the floor. Bend to your front leg, back leg straight and strong. Roll the left hip back. Press the right hip forward. Gaze forward through the middle finger of your right hand. Relax the shoulders, soften the face. Another breath here. Now flip the palm. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Slide the left hand down into your back leg. And bring the upper arm very close to your ear. Sink a bit more down into your front leg. Inhale. And exhale, extend the right leg. Preparing for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Inhale, coming up. Bring the hands into a T position. And on the exhalation, start to lean forward, reaching out. Like if you need to reach at something that is far away. And then drop the hands down, either on the block outside your foot, or on the shin, or on the inside of your foot. You can keep holding your left hip with your left hand, or maybe stand it up towards the ceiling or towards the sky. Good. Press through the feet. Press through the outer edge of your back foot. Press through the ball of the front foot. Mount full of the feet. stay here. One more breath. Good. Now inhale, lift down to the floor. And then send that left hand back, forward. Come back into your warrior two position. Pause here again. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, both hands down. Lift your left heel up. And then step the left foot to the front to meet the right. Inhale, head up, just stop, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands at the heart. Same thing, other side. Inhale, bend your knees, touch your mat, chair pose. Switch the body weight into the heels so that you might even lift your toes off the mat. Reach the arms forward if that is more easy for you, or reach them up to the sky. Hold it here, and then exhale, full fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step both feet back, coming into a plank position. And then from here, option to drop the knees down or take a chaturanga, lowering halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog or a cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, hug the knee into the chest, move the body forward. Inhale, left leg back and up. Exhale, knee to the left, to the right elbow, cross the body. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the left elbow, touch and look forward. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Now position your back foot flat, parallel to the bottom edge of the mat. Inhale, windmill your arms to the side, coming into Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2, on your left leg. So the left leg is bent. Make sure that the knee falls right on top of the ankle bone. Back leg straight and strong. Both arms parallel to the floor. Relax the shoulders back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then gaze forward through the middle finger of your left hand. Start to sink a little deeper down into your warrior. One more breath, be strong. And then flick the palms up. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Slide your right hand back behind. And then inhale, again extending the left leg. Coming all the way up. Bring the hands into a T position. Draw the left hip in and forward a little. And on the exhalation, start to lean to the side, lean forward, reaching out. And then drop the hands again, either into a block or into the shin or into your thigh, depending on your flexibility. Everything is fine. Every option, every variation. Then hold the right hand, hold the right hip with the right hand, and maybe reach up to the sky. Gaze can be forward or up to the fingertips of the right hand. So many options are here. Try to be focused on what you're doing. Don't let the mind wander and go away. Stay here. Press to your feet. Take one more deep breath. Good. And then inhale, look down. Start to send your right hand back behind, coming back into your warrior two position. Pull the belly in and up, Uddiyana Bandha, if you're used to bandha. Make sure to not completely collapse onto your front leg, just stay here, and then inhale, reverse the warrior, and exhale, revolve down, come all the way down. From here, lift your back heel up, and then step your right foot to the front. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, track pose on the inhale, coming up. And exhale, hand to the heart center. Very good. Let's take some balancing sequence. So you can make a little step back, just one footprint back from so that you have, let's say, 3 footprints back from the edge of the mat. And then again, we're going to take a chair pose position. On the inhale, bend your knees, touch your mat, reach both arms up. Start to sit slow onto your chair. And then from here, lift the left leg up and bring the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Stretch the arms forward, like you're reading your newspaper today. Stay here, flex this left foot, pull the belly in. Good, and then inhale, send the hands all the way up, lift the left leg up, and then send it back with control, coming into a high lunge. So you can adjust and take time to take enough stance between your feet to find your version of high lunge. And then lift the back heel up on top of the toes. Inhale. And as you exhale, cactus your arms, bend the back leg a little so that your shin come parallel to the mat. So it's not like dropping it down. So this you can drop down as an option. But if you can, try to keep it slightly off the mat. A few inches off the mat, a few centimeters off the mat. And then release the hands back, interlace. Roll the shoulders back, press the chest forward. Good, inhale, reach both arms up. And exhale this time, coming into a twist, sending the left hand back and the right hand, the left hand forward, the right hand back. Gaze and back behind. Twisted warrior. Inhale, both hands up, come back up into your high lunge. And exhale, both hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, bend your knees and rock forward, high plank. And then you can take a chaturanga or drop the knees down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees, step both feet to the front. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, inhale, coming up. This time, step your right foot on top of the left thigh. Stretch the hands forward, coming into your standing pigeon. Reading your newspaper. Or maybe not. No news, better. And then flex your right foot. hold it from your belly, pull the navel in and up. Good. Send both hands up. Lift the right knee up. And then slowly start to send it back, coming into your high lunge. Take enough stance between your feet. Lift the back heel up on top of the toes. Inhale. And as you exhale, cactus the arm. Bend the back knee, the right knee this time. So you can drop it on the floor, or you can keep it slightly lifted off the mat. And then release the hands, interlace. Roll the shoulders back. Press the chest forward. Inhale. And exhale. Both hands back up. Both hands back up. Now this time, twisting. So send the right hand forward. Left hand back. So you can keep gazing to the front, or if you need a little bit more of a challenge, you can look back behind towards your left hand. Good. Inhale, come back into your high lunge. Extend through the right leg, the back leg. And exhale. Both hands down. Step back, high plank. Drop the knees down, or take a chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees, step both feet to the front. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Hug your elbows, opposite elbows behind you. Take a pause here, self-hugging, shifting your body weight to the mount ball of your feet. And then inhale, come back into a chair pose. And as you exhale, start it bending down, bringing the sacrum closer to the mat. Closer, closer, closer here. And then one hand forward, the other hand back, coming into sitting onto your mat. From here, boat pose, Navasana. Bring the hands behind your knees. Bring the knees together. Point your toes and lift the shins so that they come parallel to the mat. So you can stay here, rolling the shoulders back, lifting the sternum up and away from the belly button. If you feel like you're quite stable, you can release one hand and then the other hand. Beautiful. And then drop the feet down. Bring the hands back behind. Fingertips pointing forwards towards the front of the mat. Bring the feet hip width apart. Inhale, reach up with the hips. Let the head relax, gazing up towards the ceiling. Press the chest up. Lifting up, squeeze the glutes muscles. And slowly release. Come back into boat pose. Inhale, boat. Exhale. If you need, release the hands by the side. Palms facing up to the sky. Two more breaths. And then lower the boat. Keeping the feet and the shoulders off the mat. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower all the way down. Come lying on the mat. And then hug the knees into the chest. Take a few rocks side to side. Come back to the center. Drop the feet down. Parallel. Bring them closer to your buttocks. Make sure you might be able, to touch your heels. Try to be on your mat. Great pose from here. Inhale, pressing on your feet. Lift the hips as high as you can. Tuck the left shoulder in. Tuck the right shoulder in. Squeeze the shoulder blades more together. And then you can interlace the fingers and press the hands up on the floor. Make sure the neck stays long. Make sure you're not turning your head for any reason. Pressing the chest towards the chin and not the chin towards the chest. Creating the slot as the chest is pressing towards your chin, pressing towards your head. And then slowly release. Bring the soles of the feet together. Bring one hand at the heart, one hand onto your belly button. Pause in here. Press the chin into the chest. Just think about 3 things that you're grateful for today. And then bring the feet back in place. We're going to go for a second reach. The feet parallel, hands by the side. Inhale, pressing on the feet. Lift the hips up high. Tuck one shoulder in, tuck the other shoulder in, interlace the fingers. And then slowly release the hands, come all the way down. Bring the soles of the feet together. Bring one hand at the heart, one to your belly. And then again, bridge pose, bringing the feet parallel. Touch your heels with the hands. Now this time you can repeat for the 3rd time, or you can extend both arms back behind, preparing for the full wheel, Ardha Dhanurasana. Then bending the elbows, bringing the hands right below your shoulder. Inhale, first you can come to the crown of your head, first step. And then you press through the hands, press through the feet, and come up into your wheel. The head stays in between the arms, press through the feet, and press your body weight towards your hands. And then chin tuck in to come up so that you can land on the back of your head. Keep the knees bent. And then hug the knees into the chest. Take a few rocks side to side. And then grab and hold of either the inside of the feet or the outside, coming into a happy baby position. Trying to bring the feet right on top of the knees, pressing the knees into your armpits, and taking a few rocks side to side, massaging the spine, the lower back, and trying to keep the lower back on the mat. From here, release the left leg down, bring the right foot on top of the left thigh, needle thread, so you can grab hold of the left thigh or the left shin for a stronger stretch of the right hip. Chin tucked in to the throat, gently pulling. Flex your right foot. Pull the toes towards the right knee. Good, and then from here, open the arms in a T. Continue to cross the right leg, bring it on top of the left, stucking one knee into the other. Maybe take eagle legs if you want. And then inhale, on the exhale, drop both legs towards the left side. And look over to the right. If you want, you can bring your left hand on top of your right thigh. Enjoy the twist. Trying to bring both shoulders on the mat. Keep the eyes closed. And then come back to the center, uncross the legs, hug the knees into the chest. Come back into your happy baby. Take a few sways side to side. And then drop the right foot on the floor. Bring the left foot on top of the right thigh. Grab hold either behind your right thigh or right shin for a more intense stretch. And start to pull this right leg towards the body. Pressing the left knee towards the bottom of the mat. Engaging the toes, froggy toes, flexing this left foot. Chin tucked in, stretching the back of the neck. Make sure there's no tension on your neck and shoulders. Good, and then release the hands. Open the hands into a T position. Continue to cross the left leg on top of the right. And then you can take eagle legs here also. Just if you need to, you can rock behind the calf or just like legs crossed and then drop all the way to your left side, to your right side, sorry. Look over to the left. Bring both shoulders on the floor. chest facing up. Supine twist. Breathe into the twist. Even out your breath. And then slowly come back to the center, uncross the legs. Hug the knees into the chest. Inhale, head up, chest up. Bring the forehead into your knees. Close yourself into a little ball. Inhale. And on the next exhale, slowly start to open your body. Coming into your final resting pose, bringing the feet wide apart, wider than the mat. Arms by the side. Make sure to leave some space below your armpit. Palms facing up towards the ceiling. Chin into the throat. Close the eyes. And start to breathe naturally, going back to your natural inhalation and your natural exhalation. Allowing the body to soften. Let go. Allowing the body to melt with the earth. Becoming one. Going within, diving into that place of inner peace, inner silence, and inner bliss, your true self, home. Breathe, rest, relax. your breath. Inhale, take a deeper breath. And exhale. Start to make a little movement with the body, starting from the toes and the fingers, rotating the wrists and the ankles. Slowly, slowly, awakening the body. Rolling the head side to side. And then slide both feet together. Press your arms up and overhead, interlace the fingers, press the palms up and away from the head. Point the toes, give a nice morning stretch to the body. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And release. Bend your knees, hug the knees into the chest. Take a few sways side to side. And then roll over to your right side. Pausing here into fetal position as a synonym of rebirth after the practice. Giving thanks to yourself for allowing to practice today together, for allowing this time for yourself, for allowing to be present in the moment. For allowing more awareness to yourself. And then with the help of the left hand, press yourself up. And up into the cross-legged position. For the final prayer. Bringing the hands at the heart. Taking 3 Om, followed by Shanti, peace, 3 times. Exhale. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring the thumbs to the third eye. Open your eyes. Namaste. Thanks for joining me today. Have a beautiful day.